Hey Internet, RJ, welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, today's episode, Bask Bank is back. Haven't seen them in about a year, but they've got $300 up for grabs in a checking account offer. So in typical fashion, we'll break down the offer, terms and conditions, requirements, eligibility, everything you need to know to make Bask's money become your money. So of course, that sounds interesting to you. Go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, as always, down below you have a blog post as well as a direct offer link. Now, a referral simply gets you where you need to go the fastest. I have done this one. It was about a year ago, so I think it's pretty much the same. So we'll talk about that as well. But let's get to work here, taking a look at our promotional material. And, it's promotional because they brought the megaphone. They could be yelling angry. We don't really know. But it's not a happy person. It's just a wrist, honestly. So we are not going to count that as a happy person because, it'd be way more fun to yell obscenities through a megaphone than it would be to yell positive things anyway. So we can't say that they're happy. So on to the requirements. So we can be happy that this offer is back, I suppose. So requirements: open a new Bask interest checking account. So it breaks into two parts. You can earn $100 by completing one or more monthly qualifying automated deposits totaling $3,000 for 4 months. They say ACH or direct deposit. So you do not have to do a real direct deposit. Just transferring money over there from an outside account would be enough. Just have to do it for 4 months. And then you also need to complete 10 or more purchases totaling $500 on the debit card for 4 months. That one's a little bit rough. It's doable. It's definitely doable, but it is kind of annoying given the $500 amount, but I think it's probably fine. Then earn $200. Again, complete 2 bill pays totaling $50 for 4 months. So basically, every month you do two bill pays that add up to $50. And of course, the bonus is going to pay out in increments for each month that you complete it, totaling up to $300 by the time you're done. This is going to be valid through August 29th of this year. So very similar. We've seen, again, like I said, we've seen them before. Last time, I don't believe they had the first part. I think when we did it last time, it was just the $200 for the bill pays, which was, again, fairly simple. We'll talk about in the notes section. But again, because there's no direct deposit or anything like that, we don't really need data points or which kind of makes it helpful because, again, not everyone has a direct deposit, and it takes out the guesswork. The debit card spends a little bit. It's not really much given what they're trying to do, but we've definitely seen more, but it will be a little bit annoying. But all in for $300, I think it's probably worth it. Combined, it will be more than whatever you make on credit cards, even at like a 5% card, I would think. So I would probably make the sacrifice. And again, you can get creative with, what you're spending and whatnot. So let's keep going here. Eligibility, fees, and closure next. And this one, of course, is nationwide. Now, as far as churning rules go, they just said you can only have one interest checking account. So they didn't say how long. So if you closed your account from last time, you by all means give it a shot. I believe my account is still open, unfortunately. I'm getting kind of sloppy with that, I guess. But that's the only real rule, and that rule is not even on the terms. I think I found that somewhere else on the regular site there. So interest checking is fee-free, which is good because that's the one you want. And there is no closure rule listed. But as we now learned, you probably want to close it so you can get back in line if they're going to make a rule of doing these once per year, make a habit of it. So really, that's everything we got going on. So again, the notes, the bill pay deals, you can automate those from what I remember. And when I did it, I just had them pay 2 credit card bills. So again, it's 2 per month, totaling $50. So you could do 25 and 25. You could do it to the same bill. It doesn't really matter. It just has to be 2 individual ones. But I believe you could go in, and if you leave enough money over there, you can do the reoccurring, set up reoccurring, so you don't even have to worry about it. The same thing could be said, of course, with the monthly ACH to send $3,000 over there. Again, you don't have to keep the money over there. There's no lockup period. So your best move probably will be to send $3,000, do your bill pays, and then take the rest of it back out. That way you're funded to do the bill pays. The debit cards, again, for 4 months, that's by the time you're said and done, that's $2,000 to spend on a debit card. Because it has to total 10 transactions, but each month it has to be 10 transactions totaling $500. PayPal Bill Pay is no more. Well, PayPal Bill Pay still exists, but you can't use it. None of the issuers allow it for credit card payments. I assume they just got sick of us being able to hide where the source of the funds were coming from. So that's out. But again, like I said, I think $300. I don't, unless you're intro offer chasing, I really don't think you'd make more doing multiplier somewhere else versus doing this. So I would consider doing it. I would do this one for sure. I'd just be a little bit annoyed, but I'd probably pay something that, I don't know, utilities or something like that that charges a process. The processing fee is sometimes cheaper for debit cards anyway, so you could kind of turn it into a little bit of a win perhaps. But those are the requirements. Overall, I don't think it's too bad given the money, but last time was a bit easier. So we covered eligibility, fees, and closure. I guess let's just do some summary slide here and plug some stuff to bring us home. And as we said, the target is Bask Bank. The account you want is the interest checking. Location, of course, is nationwide. The payout is $300. Requirements, we just kind of ran through them, but we'll do it again just for consistency's sake. So for a $100 tranche, you want to complete one or more monthly qualifying automated deposits totaling $3,000 for 4 months. That could be ACH or direct deposit, either one you choose. I'm going to imagine most people would like ACH because it's just easier. And again, it can be automated. The debit card piece, complete 10 or more purchases totaling $500 on the debit card for 4 consecutive months as well, and then earn $200 tranches, complete 2 bill pays totaling $50 for 4 months. So basically do all these things for 4 months. They're going to pay you out in increments monthly. So there you go. You're going to be here for a while, but again, I do believe most of this stuff can be automated. There are no fees on the interest checking and closure rules. Go ahead and shut it down because again, you're only supposed to have one of these accounts, and if they bring it back, you're not going to want to have one like I do, so you can do it again. And there you go. That is Bask checking $300. Of course, if you want even more action, well, then check out profitablecontent.com. Of course, that is our blog. It's always linked down below for you as well as on the channel homepage. Over there, we post the latest news stories. We post bank promotions much quicker over there. Again, as you might have guessed, YouTube is twice per week, and we usually work a week ahead. So if a new offer, it does take us a while to get to it. But on the website, as they come across my desk, usually after work that evening, I will post the bonuses so you can jump on them right away, which is good because sometimes we see these offers not lasting. This one will probably be around for a while given how annoying it is, but again, the latest and greatest is over there. And of course, we have credit card offers as well. But if that's not enough for you, well, then consider joining the channel memberships group. It's a Discord server shared between this channel and the main channel. It's $5 a month, cancel anytime. And the gist of it is to bring together some of the best bonus hunters in the game to make the most profitable community on the internet. So you're talking about things like referring one another, finding offers. I think someone sent me this offer. And the gist of it is, of course, you will make your money back through referrals, but we also use member links in videos and blog posts where applicable, and then the member gets to keep that money. Again, the goal is just that your membership will be paid for each year. Whatever else you earn on top of that is extra, but I don't keep track, and there is no earning cap. So we're about 100 members strong. We seem to fluctuate right around 100, so we'd love to see you over there if you are interested. But anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. So of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. So we're posting content just like this every single week on how to make the bank's money become your money, of course, every single day over on profitablecontent.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon this week in the next one.